reading. Gratitude. I give thanks for you guys for being here on this lovely, beautiful moment in time and space that we have all entered in today. In gratitude, Ashe. Speaking of gratitude, thumbs up the video, you guys. We're going to do a little bit, not a little bit, but actually, I am going to do a demonstration of one of my oracle readings. So that's what we're going to do today. So we have a 13 card oracle reading, and we're going to lay out the description and all of the transformations that goes with this oracle reading. Okay. That's the reason for me is to be here, is to motivate and educate you guys to work towards a balanced lifestyle. All right. So, in that way, you can always discover, okay, a path to operate on from the highest aspects of yourself. Okay. So, that's part of us being here together collectively, is to operate from the highest functionality of our ancestors in gratitude. So I surround myself in protection from all negative, low vibrational entities, malevolent energies from the aspects of the east, west, north, and south, and outside of all directional boundary forces. I send protection as well to my family and friends, those who have light, positive thoughts and actions of me, for they are protected from all negative, low vibrational entities, malevolent energies from the aspects of the east, west, north, and south, and outside of all directional boundary forces. I share in gratitude as I give thanks to my highest esteem of my gratitude, and Ashe of my ancestors' gratitude. Ashe. So, what was I going to say outside of doing a new, well, just a demonstration, basically telling you guys what one of my oracle readings entail, basically. So, there are going to be 13 oracle cards, you guys. Here are my reality imbalance oracle deck, okay, which I created a while ago. I really need to get the correct number on how long ago I created this, but I want to say it's been more than 6 years. I created the affirmations that goes into the oracle card. What's my content? My content is basically uplifting, education. Really into reading. I'm into self development. I'm into self actualization, self improvement. So my content is in relation to that. You can definitely go to my website, realityandbalance.com, to see the history and all of my offerings that I have right now. So these cards I created a while ago, they are on realityandbalance.com too. These affirmations that I started out with, I want to say a little bit over 6 years ago. So they've transformed over time. They have expanded over time. They've turned into words of power. They've turned into poetry. They've turned into oracle cards. So these are my oracle cards, which are so powerful, and I give thanks and gratitude. So let's get into this 13 card reading. So, what I like to do, you guys, thanks for coming in and saying hey and thumbs up the video. I'm going to need you guys to thumb up and subscribe so I can release some of my other creations that I have in mind. One of my, I don't know if it's a challenge or an issue, as being a Gemini, we tend to create and create and create and create. And I have other creations that I want to, for everybody to experience too, to help uplift themselves to remain grounded and balanced. But I'm going to need y'all to start subscribing. Okay. Gratitude. I don't know. I'm the type of weirdo who don't like to ascribe to any boxes at all, because I will transform out of that box. Spiritual, sure, I work on both planes: physical, spiritual, emotional. um what is the other one? Mental. I really like to delve into the four aspects of the self. So, not just like a spirituality. I like to get into the physical part of the individual, the mental part of the individual, the emotional aspect of the individual. So, not just one plane or not just two, but all four, working with individuals all together. So, that's what I think of holistic health is to be, is to work from the whole entire person, all four aspects of the person, you know what I'm saying? So you can read a person down who may be off kilter in one of those areas, basically your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, or your spiritual health. I like to delve into all four of those at the same time. Hey, hey, hey. So the 13 card reading, one of my offerings that I have on my website, right? So what I like to do is draw out 5 cards at the top, which is known as the upper, which is known as the most solidified, the most upper information that we need to oracleize, right? We do another 5 cards, which is give us like the mid range, basically what we can work with. We can see some patterns, and I'll show you all this in a minute. And then our final 3 cards, right? Because there's 13 cards, you guys. Our 3 cards is the past, present, and future energies, which for me is going to be the present, current, and current energies, because I like to work with all time frames at one instance, if that makes any sense. So there's 13 cards, 5 at the top, which is like the upper level, right? 5 in the middle, right, which is the middle range. And then we have 3 cards at the bottom, right, which give us the current, the present, and the future of our oracle reading. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll put it all together for you guys. It'll take a couple minutes because it's not just laying out the cards, it's about seeing these transformations, looking at the patterns. I'm looking through these cards to see what really stand out the most. So let's get into it. Ashe, gratitude. So let's get okay, that's 2. We need 3 more for the top. We need 3 more for the top. Gratitude, yeah. It's like, it makes sense, is because it's like we're dealing with the cosmos, right? And then we're dealing with the mid lane, which could be a lot of different things. And then we have the past, the current, and the current. Okay, one more card at the top. Gratitude. Now, can we get the mid-range spirit? Ashe. Let's get the mid-range 5 cards going on. Ashe. Gratitude. 4 more. Ashe. So this is what I would do for one of my clients. Ashe and gratitude. Now we have 3 cards in the middle range. We need 2 more. 2 more. Ashe. We need 2 more cards to get us our middle range. Okay. I can already tell you there is patterns in the mid-range. Now we have our current. Let's do another current, past, current, future. Past, current, future. Ashe. Child. Gratitude. One more. My water bottle likes to drip. I'll show you guys. Yay! So here, basically, this is what the top range is looking like. So like I said, this top row of 5 cards is the most potent, most solidified information from spirit, right? I affirm courage. I reclaim my sense of imagination. I can grow from my experiences. I can create support and protection. I am learning to let go of self-doubt. The second mid-range, right? The mid-range stood out a bunch here, right? But that's not all. What? Child. Wow. Okay. We missed a card. I had to add one in. I ain't gonna even cap. We missed the card on the mid-range, so I just added one in. I can trust my relationships. I am perfect. I am beginning new relationships. I have a voice. I deserve to be loved. Come on, camera. Come on with it. Trying to get the numbers for you guys also. Because as you can see, the big time mid-range row here has a bunch of fours, all fours. We'll get back to it. We'll explain that here momentarily. So now that we're doing with the current, past, future, right? People look at this last three cards as the past, present, and future. I like to look at all three of those time frames working together, right? So I am healing with number 9. I can blossom wherever I am planted, number 3. And I am change, which is number 8, right? May not make sense to you, but it makes so much sense to me. All right, what's going on here on this board just by looking at these numbers, the placements, how they're positioned, and which level they're on. So, first thing first, you guys, what I like to do, I'm gonna get up for a second. Oh my god, I gotta move. I gotta move out of my space. So, I affirm courage, right? I affirm courage is number 2. Right. So the first number is number 2, which I affirm courage is giving action. You individual or whomever this informational reading is for, okay, this first card that came up is like action, like in movement, like the chariot type of energy, okay? I affirm courage. So you need affirming courage is what's going to lead this first level here of cards. I reclaim my sense of imagination, which is a number 8, right? But it has 17. Imagi. I can grow from my experiences. Try. I can grow from my experiences is a number 4. We have 31. I'm going to write that down. I can create support and protection, another 8. I am learning to let go of self-doubt, a number 7. So here in the beginning, I am affirming courage. There's somewhere in the field where there is worry, where there is anxiety, right? Where you're needing to create protection, number 8, with your imagination. Growing from your experiences, whatever that may be for you, is self developing, creating, growing in this 4 grounding field. There's a lot of 4s on this board, but they're all stationed in this middle range, right? Okay, you look familiar for some reason. I reclaim my sense of imagination as a number 8. So far we have 2 8s here. And I would like to write these down, but I just feel like here. Let me just write. Because this is how I do my readings. So we have 2, 17, 31, 35, and we have a 34, right? 2 number 8s is already telling me that you're going to have to build and grow. This mid-range section here, okay, first card, I can trust my relationships, 42. I am perfect just as I am, 38, which is 11. I am beginning new relationships, another 4 coming in, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3. I have a voice, 40. I deserve to be loved, 43. So this mid-range here, what does it say to you guys, right? For me, like relationships is standing out the most here. Relationships is standing out the most, right? I am perfect as I am, meaning in this section is that you don't need to change for this relationship, this new process, this new growth, this new I don't know why it says twin, something like that coming into place. Okay, you don't have to change. The individual is not going to change, right? You are perfect, but you can trust this relationship, okay? Still giving 6, is still giving 4, is still giving balance. I am beginning new relationships again in this mid-range. It comes up again with relationships. And having a voice means you don't have to be silent. Okay. Submission does not mean to shut up and to be quiet. Have a voice is to always speak up for yourself. All right. This is what this mid-range is giving: new relationships, a new outlook of binding with someone. Okay. Being unchanging. Because then it has I deserve to be loved with that final card being number 5, right? I'm sorry, the candles right there. You like probably can't really see, you know what I'm saying? I deserve to be loved, 43, which is number 7. Although this is number 7, right? 4, 3. Look at how many 4s are here. Another 4. Another 4. Another 4. You know, there's many ways for me to transfer or look at these numbers, right? Individually or separately or group them. This middle range is giving relationship coming about. All right. So now we have the 3 cards here, which can be interpreted as like past, present, or current. For me, I'm like current, 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 right? All 3 time frames working at the same limit, working at the same moment. Okay. Somebody could be going through some healing. Another 4, but it's 45, 9. 4 is prominent in this reading, right? 4 is always saying grounding to ground. The second card is I can blossom wherever I'm planted, which is 3, right? 3 can give you that trinity. No matter where you go, you have spirit, yourself, your ancestors, any form of 3s, right? Any form of level of higher planes of 3 where you can blossom wherever you are with no worries and no doubt. Because you are the change. You're making this change in effect, right? Number 8. Change 8 came out twice, 3 times. I am change. You are change. Okay. How many times did that come out? So we have 3 8s, right? I reclaim my sense of imagination. I create support and protection. And I am changed. So I will break down each one of those because they straight out have number 8, which deals with the imagination, something that you have to deal with in meditation, something that you have to deal with journaling, something you have to deal with creating, right? So not only that, I write down all these numbers, I'll see what all these transformations have in store and how we could just build from what this is coming out of the shadow, right? How can we bring it to the forefront, to the light, right? So how would you interpret the first row? A courage, affirming courage. And this is an action mode of not just, not like a 1, not just hanging out, but moving in action. This is giving, like I said, the Chariot, reclaiming your sense of imagination. A number 8, I can grow from my experiences. A number 4, I can create support and protection. So this here, because final here it has, I am learning to let go. This is giving me, in the shadow is speaking a little bit, right? That someone has some worry, someone has anxiety, someone has some fear of moving forward. That's how I would interpret the first top row. Right. Number 35 would stand out the most for me. I can create support and protection because this individual, this person definitely will need to, just as I do before this video, is create support and protection, just like most people do before they wake up and when they go to bed, they create support and protection, right? Letting go of self-doubt, letting go that you can't do it. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm filled with fear. Oh, I'm filled with worry, right? Spirit, this is 34, is letting you know you need to let go of self-doubt. Doubt is doing more harm to you than anything. If you're moving forward in courage, right? And feeling some self-doubt, how are you going to be able to create support and protection? You affirm and courage. This is your first solidified message here, you guys. That's how I would do that top row, and a little bit more involved with that. I might add up some numbers. I'll see what's going on with these patterns. But like I said, fear and worry and doubt is coming through. Okay, that's something that we would have to work on. This second row is given relationship. The second row, because like I said, the first card that comes out in any of these rows is the most solidified, the most important. Okay, the most message the pay attention to, right? I can trust my relationships, right? This is why that had ended here. I am learning to let go of self doubt in 7. I can trust my relationships. The relationship, honey, it could be just with yourself, your higher self, or your ancestors. Necessarily don't have to be with anyone else, but this is kind of giving relationship, but it could be with spirit. It could be with your pastor. It could be with your mom. It can be with your brother. It can be with your cat. Okay. The first card is that I can trust my relationships because spirit is letting you know 42, 6, balance, still giving me 4 that you need to. Not changing who you are, never. This is 11, 1, 1. I am, right? Ones gives me I am, right? Twos gives me I'm doing it, I'm moving. Ones gives me I am. So I am perfect just as I am in this mid range, right? Never changing. Spirit wants you to remain who you are. Ashe. Because evidently some new relationship that is just waiting for you to come around, right? Waiting you to come around from the self-doubt, okay? Because it's still there in the air, beginning new relationships, right? They don't want you to be poised and down and out and you know, if you have a voice, you have a voice. You don't have to have a loud, boisterous voice, but you have a voice, a speaking voice. Spirit always wants us for some, they want us to use our voice. All right, so here it says to use your voice in these new relationships. If you see red flags, okay, if you feel your skin's crawling, okay, if you have a list of questions, okay, do it and use it. Obviously, in 7, once again, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, y'all. The second role is just giving relationships. I deserve to be loved in this number 7. Uh-huh. And the reason why I say relationships like a pair or a couple is because it's a 7 here with I deserve to be loved. I'm telling you, some relationships is going on and they're waiting for some movement. Okay. Finally. Okay. Who ain't healing? Some people be lying, procrastinating. You know what I'm saying? They could be healing from earlier today, from waking up too early. So now you resting and relaxing from waking up early in the morning. So you are healing. So the bottom row is basically saying, yes, you are healing. Acknowledge that you are healing. I am healing and it's okay. Don't need to broadcast it if, you know what I'm saying? But it's a process, right? This is why we got what we got at the top. Look what happened to my crystal. I was originally going to put it back together, but I think I'm going to leave it how it is. That's my serpentine, too. I can blossom wherever I'm planted. 3, Holy Trinity. This almost gives me I accept where I am. I can blossom where I planted. But the thing is, no matter where you are, for a short, long, good time, you're going to get some growth. You're going to discover personal growth. You're going to discover more awareness about yourself. This is why that card is in a 3 form, is that you're going to discover some more self-awareness, some self-actualization in this process where you are at this moment, right? Knowing that you are change, right? So I love this card with being number 8 with change because you are okay, possibly somewhere that you don't want to be, but you are working towards a balanced lifestyle with this I am change. Most of this stuff is never for a long time, so make it a good time. Gratitude. Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? We'll do some more of these readings to get a better feel and understanding how I interpret some of these oracle cards. Well, my oracle deck. Okay, because there is so many ways to interpret these cards. The number, the positioning of the letters, how they land here on the board, and all that good stuff have great interpretation. So this basically is just going into the shadow side, okay? Which the shadow doesn't have to be like this deep, dark, low vibrational energy at all. You know what I'm saying? The shadow side is just something there to acknowledge, something there to be aware of, right? So I encourage y'all not to be afraid of the shadow, not to be afraid of the shadow self, not to be afraid of the dark, not to be afraid of your imagination, not to be afraid of your thoughts, right? Accept those for what they are, okay? And by being aware of what they are. Indeed, gratitude. Because it's a code, right? It's a code. And these are the codes to the shadow, right? These are the codes to the shadow. These are the shadow codes, words of power. I say gratitude. These are the shadow codes. Gratitude. It's not like the dark night of the soul. We haven't gotten to the dark night of the soul. This is like the other side of the shadow self, where it's encouraging, where it's inspiring, where it's already there, right? And I'm telling you through these oracle cards what the aura, you know what I'm saying, that effect that surrounds you, what's around you. Mm-hmm. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I don't know. Is there anything? Let me see if there's anything else I missed though. Y'all got any beautiful questions? Thank y'all. Liking. I'm gonna look through my book here 1 second. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll just show you. Oop. I'm not using that lighter. I haven't smoked in a couple days. Okay, so this is what one of the readings look like. So 3 card reading affirmation. There's the date. Even the dates can correlate. So what's today? The 19th, right? That would be a number 10 or a 19. We didn't get either. But when I did this yesterday, I got an alignment with 18, as you can see. Yesterday was the 18th, and that's the upper, mid-range, past, present, and current, right? So one of my lines came out right away is I can walk through my fear, which is fire. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That is something else. So all these cards mainly they will interpret one of the cardinal signs: earth, fire, water, okay, and air. So here I have a voice. I know I love this book. You'll be surprised. Like the front part of it. All her children call her bliss. Should be bliss, but it's bliss. All her, and I just made up all her children. That's funny. Her children call her bliss. Gratitude. If I show you my journal, oh my God, you would think a 2-year has it. But anyway, so the alignment came up yesterday with the 18th with I can walk through my fear. So I love to look at alignments with the dates when they be matching up, right? So the first card that came out for me yesterday was a number 40. I have a voice, which is air, which is the air sign. Always comes through me with coming about a voice and having a voice or being a voice or having a voice. Okay, that's my signature for some reason. And that came out in air. The second one, like I said, is 18, which was an alignment of the date from yesterday. I can walk through my fear, which is fire, right? The second one, 16, which is another one of my favorite cards. In number 16, my fave number, I can empower myself, right? Fire. So you can kind of see how I interpret all these through one of the, you know, signatures, right? With fire, air, earth, water, and by a bunch of patterns, by with the dates, you know what I'm saying? For me too, like I had 3 4s that came out, obviously. So 4s are in the air with grounding, honestly. I'm not going to even cap. Okay, and this was my past, present, and current. I am learning to let go of self doubt, 34. Okay. I am willing to accept the unbelievable, 14. Ashe, which is number 5, right? I was like, wow. Because my issue is a lot of times I can be over acquisitive, right? Too curious. Like, and a lot of times my mind, when certain things happen, I like to interpret it. I like to break it down. I like to, go in the past, present, current, future to see why the hell that happened. But I am learning to be more present. Okay, staying just present for what things really are. I'm not no investigative and journalist. You know what I'm saying? My mind can go there to investigate every little silly thing, but it's not worth it. So I am willing to accept the unbelievable, which is just to accept things and people as what they are and moving on, right? Gratitude. So that's my reading. I'm not sure why I have three circled. Oh, because I had a bunch of threes. So for me, 3 and 4 was the alignment in this reading for me, a whole bunch, 3 and 4. So, and I have some other books on numerology and other interpretations on just alignments and numbers. That is the 13 card reading, y'all. Yay! Gratitude. Thank y'all for being here. Like I said, we were still talking about the shadow code, and these affirmations are basically codes to the shadow for me as being the oracle reader to help bring out the highest aspects of everyone, every individual, every individual. And it's natural for me to do that, but I want to do it for those who really are working towards remaining grounded, okay, as they expand. Because it's not about what you have, it's about you're gonna get there no matter what, so you need to ground okay, on goddess. So all of these things that are definitely done in the dark, all this work that's done in the dark, all these thoughts of yourself, okay, will definitely come to light. All right, so beware with your thoughts, okay, beware with your thoughts, okay, beware with your thoughts, okay. Ashe and gratitude. I'm about to go work out. I'll do a little workout, but I'll see you guys the next time. Be well and balance and peace. Peace. Don't forget to like the video. Check out my website, realityimbalance.com. And leave me a message if you have a question. Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow and soon. I might go live for my workout, but I don't know if you're going to watch that. You know what I'm saying? I am about to go work.